Hello and welcome back to Pendor, and we're actually in a battle against Marius Imperator. Now, obviously that's not really a new thing, because obviously we're still at war against the Empire, of course, and we have fought him before. However, now here's the really big deal. There's been quite a bit that's happened. I haven't really been doing too much. I basically just went to a lot of different taverns looking for Sir Jocelyn. Unfortunately, I couldn't find him. Couldn't even find Sir Roland, hilariously enough. Not entirely sure where they've gone. But in the meantime, I basically decided to allow the Free Company to have a little bit of free reign, and they basically just went in kind of like a patrol around our territory, pretty much. That's what I decided to tell them to do, because it was a bit of a waste for them to pretty much just run around after me as I was traveling from tavern to tavern. I also did 2 tournaments in the meantime, by the way. Anyway, so obviously taking this into account, you then have to consider the fact that we really did have some issues with the Free Company just draining so much of our cash. So instead of hiring them again, I basically decided that I would hire the Jatu this time. And so I have the Chosen of Indar helping us. And as you can see, we've got a huge amount of cavalry here. Now this may very well backfire quite heavily, but I'm hopeful that it won't. I'm hopeful that it will be okay. Because, well, obviously this particular battlefield is just awful for cavalry, as you could quite clearly tell. But hopefully my archers will be able to make this actually work. This is wonderful if you have... I mean, just imagine this and Noldor. You know, just imagine a whole army full of Noldor doing this. This is just going to be an absolute bloodbath for the opponent. But obviously, as it stands right now, I'm obviously not having too many Noldor. I actually do have 12 Noldor as far as I'm aware, which is actually quite a significant amount. I wasn't actually realizing that I had so many, but... I'm not entirely sure why it's taking so long to kill any of these guys. It's because they got shields, isn't it? Yeah. It's because they got a bunch of shields and they're pretty highly armored, and it's very difficult to get them out of here. But hopefully we can actually kill them. Yep, as you can see, they're just getting absolutely murdered. Don't get shot, don't get shot. No. Yeah, these guys also have, of course, ranged weapons in the form of thrown. Oh, wow, that damage. Whoa, okay, that damage. That was not good. Thank you very much. Oh, what a classic and a half. Okay, yeah, so the enemy is obviously going to be coming in here, and I'm very much hoping that I'm looking in the right direction. I am looking in the right direction, right? Yeah, I am. Okay, so now here's the thing. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to tell our cavalry to go all the way over there, and I'm hopeful that what we'll be able to do is get a wonderful flanking action going on. That's kind of what I'd like to go for here. I have so many cavalry available, I might as well try to maximize their efficiency as much as we possibly can, because without that, we may have some issues. But you can see here, look at how easy it is for us to just eliminate enemies now, because they are literally having to climb this sheer cliff face, basically. I mean, it isn't really sheer, but you know what I mean. It's pretty steep. It's going to be very difficult for these guys to actually climb that in any way, especially the Empire Immortals, because these guys actually don't have shields, which is amazing. So let's actually just have them go over here. We got some archers actually taking some damage from these fellows. I'm actually going to tell the cavalry to charge in just a moment. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck, horsey. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to tell our cavalry to charge in now. Hopefully they're in a decent position, and hopefully I'm not going to get shot by one of these guys. Let me just shoot this fellow if I can. Oh, really? Are you joking? Ah, there we go. We got him. Okay, that's all we needed. And yeah, my infantry are now hopefully dealing with the enemy's infantry. And you can see here, huge amounts of cavalry are now coming in. We have a lot of Jatu battle riders and various other Jatu. So hopefully they're actually going to be doing a pretty good job for us. And they were quite cheap as far as I'm aware. They were 15,000, which is quite nice. I'm actually not entirely sure. I think the Free Company was 25,000, wasn't it? I think it was quite expensive, especially considering they have mostly mercenary units. And mercenary units, as you may or may not know, are of course some of the most expensive units, and they are not that efficient for the cost. So I'm actually very much hoping that we'll be okay here. Anyway, I'm actually going to tell my cavalry to come back. Going to tell my infantry to come back as well. There isn't really any purpose in me, just telling them to charge over there, considering there's just so much mountainous terrain. It's going to be very difficult for them to actually do anything. Anyway, the main reason, and now this is a big deal, the main reason why I'm doing this is because of the mercenary company that is with Marius Imperator, the one that he hired. It is amazing. His name is something like Sheikh Salavan or something along those lines, and he has an army that is overwhelming in its proportion. It actually has like 440 units or something like that, and I thought to myself, wow, that's actually really, really intimidating. So I thought, okay, what's the best way to do it? Well, we basically just used the wonderful strategy where we could just get our mercenary company in the battle first of all, and then we try to, actually make something happen with that. And that's basically what I tried to go for here. Obviously, without that, it would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, for us to actually do that. We have very few vassals, so that's also something that I'm going to have to fix a little bit later down the line. I actually do have a couple of companions that could actually become relatively decent vassals, but I was kind of hoping that maybe we'd be able to persuade a couple of people to join us maybe. That might be kind of nice, but yeah, I'm mostly talking about obviously just having a relation with them, having a decent honor rating, and all that wonderful stuff, because then inevitably vassals will come and join us at some point or another. Anyway, as you can see, more enemies are trickling in, and hopefully we'll be able to start eliminating them. I'm being very careful here because I am at literally 1 HP or whatever it is. Alright, so I basically decided to retreat in that previous round, mostly because, well, we were having a bit of a problem with the terrain, and our archers had no more ammunition, so seemed about right. I did that between waves as well, by the way, so it wasn't as unrealistic to just, pull back instantly and then have absolutely no repercussions from it. So anyway, as you can see, this is slightly better in regards to the extreme terrain, and we should actually have a slightly better idea as to if we can use our cavalry as well. But the enemy has some amazing cavalry killing potential. They have so many really, really good units for that, and I'm very much hoping that my archers will do a pretty good job here. I mean, obviously I have a number of Noldor Rangers, as you can see. They've leveled up from Noldor Warriors or Hunters or something like that. I think I rescued some Noldor Hunters a bunch of time ago. And obviously I did also gain some from sending away Lethal Durin, and obviously he came back. He came back and he brought some Noldor with him, which was absolutely fantastic. So I just wish I could do that multiple times. Can you imagine? That would be amazing. That's actually also something that you could potentially do really early on in your playthrough. So, as I said in the previous episode, if you had 6,000 in cash, which is actually not too bad to get early on, if you had that, you can get Lethal Durin really, really early, and then you can ask him, I suppose you know that I aspire to be king of the realm, and then you can just send him off, and then he's going to come back, and then inevitably he's going to bring some Noldor with you. So that's actually pretty cool, because that means that, you're going to have some Noldor for free, and then, of course, if you want to, on top of that, you could potentially gamble with the Qualis gem, the Guildmaster, and then you're going to be able to possibly get some Noldor from there. So yeah, that would actually be a pretty sound strategy, actually. Probably one of the best strategies I've so far heard of, because you then have an absolutely insane, really, really strong, small army that is capable of winning against dramatically larger numbers, and that's going to be the main deal. Wait a minute. Can I do something with Marius Imperator if I take him prisoner? I think I can, can't I? I think he actually provides you with, I think, diamonds or something like that. I'm actually going to take him prisoner. I don't really want to, because I'm a bit worried about the fact that, well, he doesn't like me anymore. That's a bit annoying. But I kind of have a feeling that he does have something available for us. because I seem to recall that I actually captured him in a previous series, and I was like, wait a minute, can we get something from this guy? And then it turned out that we could. So yeah, anyway, there's the Sheikh right there. Sheikh Shalavan is actually his name. And he has 441. He's absolutely insane. I'm actually not entirely sure if we're even going to be able to achieve victory against him, but yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky, Okay, so because we've done that long fight, I'm just going to save real fast because I don't really want to have a crash or anything like that. And now let's have a look. Are you interested in your freedom? Ah, okay. Really? Is that it? That's it? Okay. I really thought there was actually something more. I think there might actually be something more, but maybe I've just forgotten how to activate it or how to actually sort of trigger the sequence of events. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But we're probably going to accept the ransom of 27,000. I think that's probably fine. And we're going to just level ourselves up as well. So obviously, I've basically gotten 18 intelligence. Do we have anything else that I need to really, really badly get? Because from what I can tell, there really isn't. Because I can't get any more Weapon Master, I can't get any more Power Draw. I can get some more Iron Flesh, which might be an idea. I could get some more looting skill, but that's not that important at the moment. Tactics could be kind of useful, I suppose, somewhat, to increase our battle advantage. We could get... I mean, technically I could get to 6 tactics. Do we have anyone else that does tactics, by the way? No, I'm the tactics person. That is really bad. Okay. Oh dear. Alright, sure, fine. We'll do Iron Flesh, okay? We'll do Iron Flesh to 7. Tactics will just have to stay where it is. It's not really going to be, you know, the be-all, end-all if we're going to achieve victory or not. In the grand scheme of things anyway. So, yeah, alright. So now, this is where... Run! Yeah, run away, quickly. Okay, so I just basically want to try to restore my forces a little bit. We are going to be attacking this guy in just a moment. I just have to be a bit careful. Where's Sir Alistair and Anson when you need them, eh? Because I'd like it for them to just come over and actually help us out. But they really don't want to do that for some reason. Yeah, so as you can see, they have these. Now, these things are incredible as far as I remember. These are dervishes, so these are the infantry that they have. And the Ghazi Reavers and Stalkers are the ones that I'm kind of a little bit worried about. They have dervishes as well. Oh, the Deathwind Savarin. Okay, wait a minute. Where's that? Is that actually here? I don't see that here, so I'm going to assume that's a knighthood order or something. Is it? Yes. Dashar Windrider, I assume, is the thing that maybe has something happen with it. I actually have no idea, but yeah. Anyway, we're just going to go in. That's it. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to go in straight away. Boom. Let's do it. Alright, so we've got 378 versus 440. Now, here's the thing that we've got to make sure of. Wow, 74 renown. Okay. We are in a bad situation right now. This is... Okay. If I could finish my sentences, that would be fantastic. Okay, so basically the first thing that we have to do... Wow, this is really bad actually, though. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Let's just try to find a really, really good position to place our archers. I guess round about here should be fine. I have no idea. Don't quote me on that. And let's actually see what happens. Because they're going to be coming from over here, right? Yeah, they're going to be coming from over here. We have so many cavalry ourselves. I feel like I should probably send my cavalry straight on in, shouldn't I? Yep, I think we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to go infantry, cavalry, just charge straight on in. Our archers will have to be the thing that helps us the most here. But I have to be really careful.
That must have hurt.
Ah, that's exactly the reason why I said that. That is exactly the reason why I said that. Because I said, oh yes, we have to be careful because of the lance. Yes. Because of the obvious thing that is going to befall us, which is indeed a lance. Ah, of course. That was so terrible. That was really, really bad. Okay. Do you think I can do anything better? Do you think I can retreat and come back in? Yeah, we might be able to. We might be able to. How many are we losing right here? We're losing quite a few, actually. So let's just retreat and then we'll go back in. Let's see if I can actually go back in. Yes, I can. Okay, so 361 versus 408. The guy hasn't been killed either, by the way, so we should be fine. Alright, wait a minute. This is better. Is it, though? Because here's the funny thing about having an army with majority cavalry is when you're up against enemies that also have a majority in cavalry, you're going to have to deal with the same environmental pitfalls, which is exactly what's happening here. Oh dear. Okay, Archer's going to have to stand here. Going to have to spread them out a little bit. Am I in the right... Oh no, I'm not facing the right direction. Of course I'm not. Okay, let's place them round about here. Place my infantry here. Cavalry there. Okay, so we should be fine. Hopefully. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm not holding out too much hope for this, to be honest. But I guess we can just leverage our archers. That's it. We can just leverage our archers as much as possible. That is going to be the only thing that will get us the victory here with a significant kill-death ratio. That's what we need to do, ideally. I can only hope that my archers will actually do the business. That is what we need them to do. Because otherwise we're going to be in a really, really bad position. Hopefully I'm not going to get killed again instantly, because that is also kind of bad. There we go, he's dead at least. Tell these guys to charge in. Tell these guys to charge in as well, even though my infantry are absolutely just awful. And these guys all have lances. Wow, okay. Whoa, yeah. O for a lance, eh? Oh, yeah. This would really make a huge difference to me right now. Yeah, we are losing a lot of troops, but I can't really do much about that. That's just how it's going to have to be. Maybe I should have gone out the front there and actually done a little bit of distracting. That would have been a really good idea, but they're getting bogged down by many a horse in the area here, and my archers should hopefully be able to maintain our advantage. That's the only thing I can really hope for here. Obviously, bear in mind, this is all for a Qualis gem. Yeah, this is all for a Qualis gem, as you might expect. Maybe if we can actually manage it, that would be fantastic. But obviously, in the case that you, you know, capture someone, or as is the case, maybe don't capture someone, because there is a chance that they're not going to, you know, not going to have that, you know, even be available, because there's a predetermined roll every 5 days, and you know that, right? I told you that in a previous episode. Anyway, point is, we will hopefully be able to achieve victory here. This guy is gonna kill me if I'm really not careful. Surprisingly enough, they can do really good damage with lances, even on foot, if you allow them to. So yeah, I kind of want to avoid that. Thank you very much. Let's just kill some of these guys. Okay, so we're losing more of the Jatu. I should actually tell them to come back here, shouldn't I? Are they actually... wait a minute. How many have we lost so far? No, we've only lost about 50 of those. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Okay, kill this guy, please. He's just randomly running around here, not really... You know, not really doing too much. And, yeah, hopefully we'll be fine otherwise. As long as we just continue to lose allies, I think that's okay, but obviously not perfect. We really do not want to lose anyone, ideally. But that is obviously... Oh, there's the Sheikh himself, of course. Okay. Well, I can't really retreat again. That's the thing. I can't really retreat again, so I'm going to have to bite the bullet here, and we're just going to have to deal with what's going on here. I'm actually quite surprised that I only had 22 HP, or 22 and less. I actually thought I had a lot more. Well, shall we say not a lot more. Thought I had at least 30, 40 HP, but apparently not. But there you go. Oh well. Never mind. Okay, so basically all we have to do now is just hope that our forces don't do stupid things. Because here's the thing, obviously, my archers, they are hopefully going to be able to kill the enemy. I'm very much hoping they'll be able to focus on the enemy hero unit, because he seems to actually be quite effective. So it would be nice. Yes, he has been knocked out now, as you can see. So now hopefully we'll actually be able to capture him. Cross fingers, hopefully that's going to work. If we can capture him, then we'll get another Qualis gem. And then from there, well, then we can basically do what we like, because as far as I am aware, we could open up, if we get a little bit of relation with a particular town, we could open up the mines of Al-Aziz, which is something that I've actually gotten a sub-mod for. Don't know whether you've checked the description of this series, but there is actually a sub-mod that someone told me about a long time ago, and I was planning on doing a series like a long time ago with Pendor, with this mod installed, and I've only obviously just gotten around to it now. But anyway, the point is, someone told me about this very kindly, and it's amazing. It's called the Arsenal of Al-Aziz, and basically what it does is it adds an extra plethora of rune weapons, massive amounts of additional rune weapons for you to potentially acquire through the mines. And they're great, as far as I'm aware. I have no idea what they are, because I haven't actually gone there yet, of course. But, you know, there is obviously a list, if you want to check that out on the mod page. There is a list of extra things. But it's just really cool, because it actually allows you to have a wide variety of extra things available to you to potentially create. And so you have a lot more variety, and I thought that was really, really cool. So that's something that I have. So potentially we could actually do something with that. I'm actually wondering whether we should retreat here. I've just literally lost 3 Noldor Rangers. 4 Noldor Rangers. Are you serious? Wow. Okay. Shall we? Oh, I can actually go back in. Alright, we can actually go back in. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So we should be fine here, as long as... Oh, you know, I kind of wish I'd retreated now. I kind of wish I'd retreated much, much earlier. Ugh, that would have made much more sense. Oh well, never mind. I kind of thought that maybe I wouldn't be allowed back in, and that was the reason. Oh well. Never mind. Someone has actually confirmed as well for me, by the way, that technically we can actually use the Qualis gems on Noldor if we wanted to. Because obviously I just lost a bunch, so it would be kind of cool if we gained another couple of them. But, oh well, never mind. Anyway, as I was about to say, someone has actually confirmed in the comments that if you do, you know, fight a unique spawn, and you end up leaving one of the rounds of battle, you can actually still capture that that unique spawn, even if they've been eliminated in the previous one. So even if he was eliminated right there, it's absolutely fine. We don't have to worry about that at all. So that's actually really, really nice. Thank you very much for confirming that, because that means that, you know, if we're able to capture him, then we're going to be able to capture him. So that's great, and I very much appreciate that. Anyway, these Wind Riders are absolutely murdering everything in sight, as you can quite clearly tell. And I'm going to have to do some damage. I'm going to have to actually do something here. So let's actually get stuck in and actually start killing some things. I was a bit preoccupied ordering people around. And maybe, just maybe... Wow. Are we actually... I was kind of thinking, are we actually going to lose? That would be terrible. But yeah, this has to be one of the harder mercenary companies to fight. In comparison, Sir Boris the Raven was probably not that strong, from what I remember at least, because he had a lot of infantry. And obviously the last fellow that we fought, Barilgi, even though he's not actually a, you know, he's not a mercenary at all, but... he was so easy in comparison to this. This is huge damage that they're able to deal. I'm actually not entirely sure why they're so strong, but it is indeed a noble, you know, it's like a knighthood order, so I guess that makes sense. You know, if they're a knighthood order, yeah, you should get units that are really, really strong. I actually can't believe I got killed there, but there you go. Alright. I was kind of anticipating getting knocked out at some point, but I didn't think I'd get killed by one of the dervishes, that's for sure. But they do have really, really fast attack speed, because their weapons are extremely quick. So yeah, anyway, only 5 enemies remaining, and cross your fingers and hope that we are having a good roll here. I think I only have 6 in prisoner management. Yeah, I think I only have 6 in prisoner management, so I'm actually really surprised that I've actually been able to capture as many of the unique spawns that we've had so far anyway. So I'm actually, you know, I'm not going to be mad, you know, I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm not going to be mad if we actually don't capture the guy. No, he did manage to escape, as you can see right there. Unfortunate, but as I say, it's all predetermined. There's nothing I can do about it. Even if I were to reload or whatever, it doesn't make any difference. So yeah, it just means that we need to level up our prisoner management skill a little bit more, and we'll be ready to take him on next time whenever he's, you know, in the area, so to speak. But I'm actually not entirely sure if I should even bother to take him on next time, because he's just so difficult. It's just insane how much damage he can actually deal. Anyway, I'm just going to continue leveling Alyssa here. She's actually really, really good with her thrown weapons, and I kind of want to make sure that she remains decent with those. And otherwise, we're just going to get some of these guys leveled up. I actually lost a huge amount of really, really good troops in that particular fight, which makes me, well, kind of sad, because as you can see, I lost a lot of Noldor Rangers. I had 6 of them, and now we only have 2. So yeah, we lost over 50%, which is a staggering amount, considering Leslie actually has some really, really good surgery skill. Oh, look at Anson. Look at him. He's running around with an absolutely amazing army. 191 of them? Are you joking? Wow. I never would have expected him to have that. Anyway, Rhodes, what does this do? And base income, prosperity, 33 days. Okay, well, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. Okay, and here's the steward here, of course. And yeah, basically we can improve the equipment of all of our people now as well, by the way. So what we can do is we can go and we can say, I think that they need better weapons. So what do we want them to have? Well, we probably want them to have one-handed weapons, right? We probably want them to have one-handed weapons. So as you can see right here, we got some Noldor long swords, ebony knight swords, ebony long swords, and so on and so forth. And you can obviously choose a huge amount of different ones. So even if, let's say, I don't know, as I said to you before, there's a strategy that a lot of really, really, like, if you want to like power game it, I guess, if you want to be like min-maxy and you want to try to be as strong as possible and as rich as possible early on, what you can do is you could take the Qualis gem and your profits from trading and fighting bandits and stuff like that, and you can create your knighthood order really early, once you become a vassal, of course. And then you can literally just outfit them with like a blunt weapon or something like that, and then you can literally just have them run around taking prisoners over and over. With, for example, this cavalry mace. I mean, you can see here, look at the weapon reach on this thing. This is absolutely insane for taking prisoners. Really, really incredible. Anyway, as you can see, we've got a Noldor rune sword, a Noldor long sword. I'm thinking we're probably going to go for the Noldor long sword, because this does have the weapon reach of 110. And if we want to have them on horses, which of course we do, then this is going to be the best possible thing. And there you go. It's going to take a little bit of gold for us. And then we can also do the same thing for the sergeants. So let's get them something as well. Let's get them the long sword. And they had a quarterstaff. Can you believe it? That's actually hilarious. Anyway, there you go. That is absolutely fantastic. And hopefully they're going to be able to become slightly better. Oh yeah, by the way, I actually already sent off one of our companions, because I was getting a little bit frustrated with the fact that we couldn't find Jocelyn or Roland. So I basically just sent off Lethal Durin anyway. And I'm not sure how long it's going to be until he returns, but hopefully he's going to do something. Even if he doesn't, you know, even if he's not the most useful, I feel like it's going to be better than not doing anything, because otherwise I'm not going to be doing anything at all. Oh, they're offering me a peace agreement. That's actually kind of weird. I'm not entirely sure why they would offer me peace. I'm gonna reject that for the moment. I really have no idea why they would offer me peace right now, because we do have the opportunity to capture some things. Maybe I should actually try to capture some more territory. I think that might actually be a good idea. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.